Welcome back everybody for another brand new video. Today we're going to be going over Resident Evil 9 and a possible storyline. I found this really interesting article while doing some digging for information for some videos, and it's about a mystery that needs to be solved within Resident Evil 9. So I thought that would make a really good video just based on what the possible storyline could be based around that. We already know a couple things from when we beat Resident Evil Village and the cut scene at the end where you see someone walking down the road, car stops. We did the whole deal. Car stopped and people zoomed in. So we already got that kind of cut and a little hint of what the game could be. We know we're getting DLC around hopefully Christmas time, but we'll continue to cover that in other videos. But so this, I wanted to just dive in and see what the possible storyline and mystery could be going into Resident Evil 9. If you guys do enjoy the video, please be sure to smash the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are new here, and turn on the notification bell so you guys never miss uploads. As always, if you're a new subscriber, make sure to just let us know down in the comments. Be on the lookout for the giveaway. Information's in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into Resident Evil 9 and the possible storyline. Going to be reading today is called Resident Evil 9 Needs to Resolve One Long-Standing Mystery. And the article is written by Shane Michael O'Gorman. So it says, Resident Evil 9 is surely in early development, and this title should answer a mystery that has lingered in the background of recent RE games. Resident Evil Village was a big success for Capcom this year, further cementing the hold that Resident Evil franchise has on the survival horror genre. However, with that title now in the rearview mirror and eyes set on the inevitable Resident Evil 9, questions and theories are already mounting for what the next mainline game in this series will be about. Aside from the gameplay and the connections to deeper franchise lore, there's one lingering narrative element that still needs to be resolved. First alluded to back in Resident Evil 7 as well as its DLC content, the mysterious organization known as The Connections has been operating in the shadows with very little known about who they are and what they want. While clearly a threat with evil intentions, the true nature of this group is still unknown. With Resident Evil 9 likely being the finale to the modern trilogy of Resident Evil games, it will be good to finally shed some light on who this group is, as well as their larger connections to the Resident Evil storyline. The biggest reveal regarding the connections would be to know exactly what this organization is. Questions such as, is the group comprised of multiple people or one individual, a professional organization, or random civilians? One obvious assumption to make would be if the Connections turned up to be the Umbrella Corporation, revived under new leadership. The Umbrella Corporation is the company responsible for the initial outbreak that serves as the basis for the events that take place through the first 3 games. While Umbrella is revealed to have been dissolved as a company in the opening moments of Resident Evil 4, there were many hints to the corporation as a whole throughout Resident Evil Village. During Ethan's journey, there are many journal entries, insignias, and other clues to indicate that Umbrella has deep roots into many events that happen both on and off screen in the Resident Evil universe. With that kind of grip on so many assets, naturally there had to have been some member unwilling to let the company completely fade away. This is of course speculation, and the true identity of the Connections could literally be anyone or anything from fan favorite antagonists such as Albert Wesker to something completely new. Learning the true face or faces behind the Connections is only one part of the puzzle. However, as the group's motive is another enigma entirely, as is revealed during Resident Evil Village, the Connections had several dealings with Mother Miranda regarding the mold, the same substance which granted Evelyn her supernatural abilities. Evidently, the Connections were interested in harvesting the mold to create its own bioweapons to be used in chemical warfare or for trade in illegal money laundering schemes. The situation with Evelyn didn't go fully according to plan, as the tanker carrying her was destroyed and crashed near a Louisiana bayou. Evelyn was found by the Baker family, something which the Connections allowed to persist, maintaining contact with Lucas Baker as to how matters were progressing. Clearly, Connections wanted to see the mold as operating and function, and was subjecting the Baker family to be its own unofficial test subjects. During these events, Lucas was transmitting details and possibly samples back to the Connections, the purpose of which was unclear. With the ending of Resident Evil Village setting the stage for big things to come, it's almost as if it All the events so far have been stepping stones to much larger implications. The Connections has eyes on many aspects with people within the Resident Evil universe, as well as plans that are sure to impact the franchise as a whole going forward. Time will tell who this mysterious organization truly is, but considering all of the hints in this series so far, it sure has to be a shocking reveal when the time comes. So that's going to do it for the article. I think it's a really interesting take, and it's a unique one as well, kind of helping tie 7 and 8 together, besides the fact with just the three main characters, Mia, Ethan, and Rosemary is the daughter now. But I know people were talking about they want to see more BSAA, they want to see more of Rosemary's now story now that she's older and Ethan's supposedly dead, quote unquote. But this does tie both games together, it sounds like, with and bringing back Umbrella, because like we saw in Resident Evil 8, when you're putting all the body parts in the pillar to bring Rosemary back, it has the Umbrella logo, and if you look around just different areas in the game as a whole, there is hints to Umbrella, but there's no mention of it as far as I remember. And so seeing a secret organization kind of as a revival of Umbrella is definitely an interesting take, because where do they go from there once that's kind of completed? If they're trying to reintroduce it, it sets the stage for maybe a whole new trilogy. So Resident Evil 9 is going to be the ending trilogy for this, but if for whatever reason the game ends with the revival of the Connections, or if it's Umbrella, then it sets the stage for a whole new storyline and diving into that now, and it's like they're creating this whole new universe all over again, which is amazing. But let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you have any thoughts on the Connections and who they could be, or what their ties are. Like this said, it could be a whole group of people, or it could be a single individual. It says Connections plural, so I'm assuming it's probably multiple people, but we have to kind of wait and see. There's probably more storyline stuff with the Resident Evil 8 DLC as well, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for that, and we'll keep covering it on the channel as well as the Resident Evil 9 news. But again, like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to just comment, and subscribe. It does help the channel grow. We've had a great month so far, so thank you guys so much. Turn on the notification bell if you guys enjoy the content and you don't want to miss videos. Let me know if you're a new subscriber. Keep your eyes out for the giveaway. The details are in the description below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.